time for us to say a very good morning and thank you for your time, Attorney Hussan Goga. I hope you are well this morning, sir.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. I'm very well, thank you.
So with regard to National Free Wills Week, can you just tell us a little bit more about why it is so important to have a will drawn up?
Well, it's absolutely essential to have a will done, because if you don't have a will and you die interstate, then the devolution of a person's estate, is not determined by the deceased. It's determined in terms of statute. And it might devolve upon persons that the deceased might not want his assets to devolve upon. So it's very important to secure your loved ones by making a will to ensure that, these assets, who the deceased wants the assets to devolve upon, goes to those particular individuals, in particular to the loved ones.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And from the 12th to the 16th of September, this is a free service that attorneys are offering. Is it all attorneys, or how does it exactly work?
No, the Law Society of South Africa has invited attorneys who want to participate in this particular program. And then they become participants, and then these participants may be found on the LSSA website at www.lssa.org.za. And it's preferable to find an attorney on the website who's probably close to where the person who wants to make a will resides. So, access is then, it's not difficult to find that attorney. Make an appointment, go and see the attorney, and get that will done, because it's the most important document you will ever sign.
Mr. Hussan, and when it comes to drawing up wills, a lot of people say, you can just go to your bank, they can do it for you. But what do you say? Is it best to draft a will, get a will drafted by an attorney, or can you do it at a bank?
Well, you can do a will, at an attorney's office or at a bank. In my view, it's preferable to draw a will at an attorney's office. Because an attorney is a trained professional who's got expertise and skills in drawing a will, and many attorneys, attend to the administration of the states as well, so they know what the difficulties are when you're administering in the state. So I think it's a very good idea to go to an attorney. He's got skills. Have a short consultation with him. He can guide you on the matter.
And then,
Yes, fine.
Okay, then in terms of information and documents that one needs to provide to the attorney, could you just walk us through that so that the will can be drafted easily?
Yeah. One of the main things, the main documents is that, of course, you need to take your identity document with you. Then you need to take proof of residential address, because normally, will says that, I, the undersigned so-and-so, residing at a particular address. So it's important to take the proof of residential address with you. And also it's important to take your spouse, if you're married, take your spouse's identity document with you. If you're married according to the civil law, take your marriage certificate with you, take your antenuptial contract with you. Because if you're married in community or property, then of course you can only, your will is only in regard to one half of your estate. The other half automatically by operation of law belongs to your wife. So it's important to indicate to the attorney what your marital status is, so that a will can be done properly. For instance, if you have an immovable property and you're married in community or property, half of that property belongs to your wife and half belongs to you. So we cannot say that this property in its entirety would devolve upon a particular person, because you can only bequeath a one-half share of the property. So you need to be a bit careful about this issue.
Right. And Mr. Goga, when it comes to having a will, what happens when you don't have a will in place and something has to happen to you? What happens then to your estate?
Your estate will devolve in terms of interstate succession. What this in effect means that the law prescribes who your beneficiaries will be. Now, this is not an ideal situation because there might be many, many difficulties that will be encountered. For example, if you have minor children, then under the age of 18, then their inheritance would then be paid into the guardian's fund, which is not recommended, because only the master's got control of those assets, and then that becomes a problem. So also a very big problem would be that the assets might devolve upon certain beneficiaries that the deceased did not intend those benefits to devolve upon. Also, the problem is that, in terms of our South African Interstate Succession Act, no provision is made for parents inheriting when there's a spouse or descendants. And now many parents are living much longer. And I think, it's a problem because we need to support parents and make provision for parents and the elderly as well. Now, also, if there's no spouse and dependents and it goes to siblings, then the children of the predeceased child also succeeds. And then because they might be married in community or otherwise, then their wife succeeds. So it becomes very, very problematic if you die interstate. So the simplest, best way, because at that time, parties are grieving. And now to add this burden to them, additional burden to them about uncertainty and where the assets devolve, it's not good. So make a will, put your affairs in order so that everything goes through well.
Great advice there. As we wrap up, could you just give us the website address and where people can find an attorney to help them to draft their will? How do they go about doing that?
Yeah. Just go to the website www.lssa.org.za. And you will find details on the website. It should be very easy to navigate. Go there onto that particular page, and you'll get a list of all the attorneys who are participants in this particular program.
Fantastic. You've got till the 16th of September, ladies and gentlemen, so get it done. And a big thank you to attorney Hussan Goga, the chairperson of the Law Society of South Africa's Deceased Estates Committee. We really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for chatting to us.
Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too. There we go, ladies and